Are you avoiding getting a beautiful girlfriend? That sounds like a weird question, but a lot of us avoid getting a beautiful girlfriend because unconsciously or consciously, we understand that there are a lot of difficult things between being single and getting her. And we don't want to go through that struggle, that heartache, that failure, and, so forth. And so we do all of this, what I call creative avoidance, in order to delay the process. So let's talk about this for a bit. So the first question is, do you really want it? Do you really want a beautiful girlfriend? Or are you just saying that you want a beautiful girlfriend? There's a difference, okay? And what's the difference, and how can we tell if you want something or if you're just saying you want something? Well, your actions. If a man comes and tells me, I really want to have a girlfriend, I really want this more than anything in the world, I'll look into his life and I'll be like, okay, how many times are you going out per week? How much are you socializing? How many women are you talking to? How many women are you asking out? How many beautiful women have you walked up to this month? How many beautiful women have you asked out this month? Okay, so I would get the stats. What are your numbers? Okay, not because I care what your numbers are. I'm not here. I'm not impressed. I don't care, but it's about your actions reveal your intentions. Okay. So question number one is, are your actions in alignment with what you are saying and what you are doing? Another thing is like, okay, you're watching these dating advice videos supposedly because you want to find a beautiful girlfriend. But are you also taking action, or are you only watching videos? Or are you watching videos 90% of the time and only taking action 10% of the time? Okay? So why are you avoiding the actions you know you should be taking in order to get a beautiful girlfriend? Well, it's because you know that in order to get a beautiful woman, you're going to have to talk to probably a lot of women. You're going to have to get turned down. And probably one of the scariest things is you're going to have to face yourself. What do I mean by you're going to have to face yourself? Well, in your mind, in our minds, we can sit back and think, oh yeah, if I wanted to, I could do this, and I'm such a player, and I'm a hot shot, and all this stuff, right? In your mind. But then a lot of times there is a discrepancy between what we think we know and what we actually know. How much game we think we have versus how much game we actually have. And a lot of guys are in for a rude awakening. Excuse me. A lot of guys are in for a rude awakening when they go out there and actually start talking to women and figure out, oh damn, my game isn't as tight as I thought it was, right? So that's what we're talking about, facing yourself. Facing the fact that maybe you're not as hot as you thought you were. And by hot, I don't mean like physically hot. I mean your game isn't as good as you thought it was, because now your game is rusty because you've been out of the game, right? And this is another reason probably why you're avoiding getting back into the game, is because on an unconscious level, in the back of your mind, you know you're rusty, and you know that you're going to see yourself getting rejected. Let me tell you this, like for me, when I was out of the game for a while and I went back into the game, the hardest thing for me wasn't getting no's from women, okay? Rejection, I don't believe in that word, but it wasn't me being rejected or turned down by women. What hurt the most was me seeing myself not performing as I had pictured myself performing in my head, okay? So I think the thing you're scared of isn't getting rejected by a woman, isn't that a woman's going to say no to you. I think the thing you're most afraid of is witnessing yourself having less game than you thought you had. Okay? Witnessing yourself being clumsy, fumbling over your words, saying stupid things, whatever. That's what you're avoiding. So a lot about, when it comes to being good with women, a lot of this is really more about facing yourself than it is about facing women. Okay, let's say that again. When it comes to seduction and getting good with women, it's more about facing yourself than facing women. Okay, because if I really pressed you, you probably aren't that concerned or affected by women saying no to you. It's more about you seeing yourself being turned down over and over and over. So another litmus test that you really want it is your willingness. So if I had an editor here, I'd tell him to write the word willingness across the screen in big letters. Is your willingness to witness yourself being turned down, over and over until that rustiness goes away and you get your flow back. So what we're talking about here is you need to pay the price in exchange for what you want. Everything has a price of time, of money, of effort. If you say you want something, the only way that you really want it is if you've made a committed decision to have it. And when you've made a committed decision to have something, then automatically that means you have decided, I am willing to do whatever it takes and pay whatever price in effort, money, and time in order to get a girlfriend. If those words aren't uttered out of your mouth or in your mind, you're not saying, I'm willing to pay whatever price in exchange for getting a beautiful girlfriend, you don't really want it. Okay, let me say that again. If you don't say with your words or with your thoughts, I'm willing to do whatever it takes and pay whatever price in money, time, and effort in order to get a girlfriend, then you don't really want it. You want it, but you don't really want it. And if you don't really want it, that means you're not committed. And if you're not committed, then you're not gonna, here's the thing, a committed man is willing to do whatever it takes to get a beautiful girlfriend. An uncommitted man is only willing to do what is convenient to get a beautiful girlfriend. Okay? So commitment comes with doing with whatever it takes. Okay? And really wanting it. Really wanting it, commitment, willingness to pay whatever price. Those all come together. Okay? Kind of wanting it comes with, if it's convenient, comes with, I'll just kind of like half-ass it. You're not going to get, if I had to bet my money, I would say you're not going to get a beautiful girlfriend if you're not committed. Okay? So you got to make a decision. Do I really want it? And then how can you check yourself? Am I willing to do whatever it takes and pay whatever price in money, time, and effort? And then see, do your actions correspond with that? If they do, you're going to get a beautiful girlfriend, guaranteed, because the universe cannot deny a man who has made up his mind to get something and is willing to pay whatever price in time, money, and effort to get it. You will get it, guaranteed. But if you're not committed, I will never bet my money on you. I don't care how smart you are, how good looking you are, how whatever. Sure, maybe some girls will throw themselves at you, but are they the girls you really want? Probably not. So, to leave this video, ask yourself today, do I really want this? Do I really want this? In my story, my breakthrough started when I got fed up enough to make that committed decision, where I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this handled. And I'm willing to pay whatever price in money, time, and effort. And believe me, I paid all the prices and then some in money, in time, and effort. I didn't do what was convenient. I did what was necessary, what was asked of me. And I was rewarded with beautiful women. And I'll tell you, that reward is priceless. As long, from my point of view, take your cars, your mansions, your money, your big bank accounts. I don't care, man. The most precious thing is spending those moments with those beautiful angels. And once you have those moments, nobody can take that away from you. And then when you grow old, you have that shelter of knowing you went for it and you used your youth wisely, and you experienced what I believe is one of the most amazing things a man can experience, is sharing those beautiful and intimate moments with these beautiful, precious creatures. So, do you want it? Do you really want it? Because only when you really want it will you get it. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. Probably. If you would like my help with this, scroll down to the description and click on the link that says jatjones.com/apply, and we can talk. Make sure to hit the notifications icon to make sure you're notified every time I drop a new video. Go get it.